thing going, late night edition, right? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat box, man. I hope you guys can hear me, see me. Hopefully I'm not as choppy as I was earlier today, but it is what it is if I am, so you guys know how it goes with that. With that being said, man, salute to those that's in the chat box. Star Depot, Reckless Matt, John, Ty, Dallas. Hopefully, and I mean hopefully, this internet thing out here is AT&T, so it's one of those things where it's really not reaching out and touching. But somehow, some way, I'm gonna get this thing figured out. Hey, it's one of those crazy things, man. When you're sitting out there looking at the mock draft, I'm seeing Courtland Sutton out there. Go follow Brett Coleman page to give his explanation of how in the world, and I mean how in the world, he got Courtland Sutton before Calvin Ridley, before DJ Moore, at number 19 pick. That seems like the ideal of the Cowboys' ways of doing something like that. When you know for sure he got Derwin James going at 23. Man, that's crazy, man. That is so crazy. It's ludicrous at this point to even fathom or even look far beyond that. But it is what it is at this point. Let me see if I can pretty much, cause this stream, man, I don't know what's going on. It just seemed like ever since I moved out here to Dallas, it seems like the internet speed is just beyond slow. And it's showing that I'm getting 145 on my download and about 54 on my upload. And we know that that's not true, right? It's one of those things, man. I'm not going to stop until we get him. You know, hey, Courtland Sutton, man, I would rather for him be in the second round, not the first. You know, I think that if you can figure out a way to get Derwin James, it would be a plus for us altogether. My little chain of Grow the Nation. Hey, man, hey, a penny, anything can help grow the nation. Star Depot, man, shout out to you, man. Hey, appreciate you for having a donation to help grow the nation. I swear to God, I said the same thing about Sutton. It's Deion Sanders. You know, the thing is with him is that it's not the fact that we don't like him. It just seems like he's now he might ball. You know, he might get out there, he might go to a team and just flat out ball. But far as this team, far as this coaching philosophy, far as what this team does in a pinch, it just don't seem like it's a right ideological a way of approach of figuring out things, of having him on the team. I just don't see it. That's why I'm saying that I know for sure that they can just craft and help out the defense with not just a DJ Moore, with a Derwin James. If they let this guy pass, you know, maybe it's something else that we just didn't see. Shout out to Phantom, shout out to TJ too as well, T-Rex, Raymond. Hey, you guys all in the house, man. Deion Sanders too as well. Say prime time. We got everybody in the mix, man. And it's late too as well. So pop out the champagne bottles. You know what I mean? Pour up the hen dog. You know how it goes, right? But I got to go to work tomorrow, so you know I'm not gonna do none of that. But it's one of those things where Sutton is pretty much coming to town, and Brett Coleman, I don't know if you guys watch his film take or his film breakdown. He got an ear in on the NFL. He's one of those guys that just pretty much, I think he breathe, live, die, and what have you, football film, because he got this spectacular stuff out there. Shout out to him. You know, his film breakdowns are spectacular, give you good different points of views, things like that. So it's one of those things too as well, whereas you have to say to yourself, oh well, you know, the guy been on his money, so I can't really angle an argument with this. Will Sutton last until the 51st pick? I don't think so. I really don't think so. It's going to be one of those things whereas you know, mock drafts are fun, and this is my first year pretty much not doing a mock draft, a full mock draft like with other teams. And maybe I'll get back on that thing before, you know, next year. Maybe next year I do a mock draft, but It's just very time consuming, right? And then you have your 1.0s, the 2.0, 3.0 mock draft. I'm talking about video because you know I did post a few of them, but they're just pretty much me retweeting or reposting somebody else mock draft, which is somebody else crafting their opinions of what the team should go with. But neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is that this team pretty much need to figure out a way to focus on the core. We really need to get out there and grime on the core, because there are a lot of stuff. There's a lot of people hen dog in that yak. Yeah, Deion Sanders, you already know. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jay Stokes too as well for just coming in. Saying the man 213, what's up? Hey, it is what it is, man. It's late. I'm glad you guys are tuning in. I'm surprised you guys are all here. I feel like they want Sutton because he's from SMU. A Phantom, you could be a situation with that, you know. It could be a situation where they saying, okay, we want Sutton because of that, you know, aspect. Let me see if I'm this to help out YouTube. Let me see if I can do this. That didn't help at all. It could be my what I'm gonna do. Let me hit that button next. Technology, right? Technology. All right, so Law, should we go get a Anthony Miller? Let's say prime time. Anthony Miller, I mean, good Lord, he can catch. You know, he's not that big guy that you say that we probably missing on the team, but you know, the year the big receivers may be out. To me, I just don't see the Dallas Cowboys going that way. You know, if it's not a Christian Kirk, if it's not a DJ Moore, if it's not a Sutton guy or Calvin Ridley, I don't think that they're going to go that route. They might go with an EQ Brown. I heard that. And the Pettis guy, I heard that too as well. I just don't see, really, I just don't see Anthony Miller. But if we get him, you got a sure hand catcher. You know, he's one of those guys that you can pretty much put out there too as well on the backfield. Well, not the backfield, but kickoff return. I've seen him do that before. Bigger receivers are outdated. They will say prime. To me personally, you focus on this core, maybe you start looking at receivers around 4th round, 5th round, something like that. You know, maybe a third, you know. And don't sleep on a Kiki Kuti. You know, I bumped into his, you know, by staying in Dallas now, I bumped into his cousin. You know, his cousin was like, hey, guy's real deal, Holyfield. You know, the guy is lights out fast. You know, I know he didn't run a fast 40. I know I'm his cousin, but this guy is very explosive. And I said, hey, man, check out Law Nation, man. I did a little quick overview of his skill set. You know, I showed him just a little bit on my phone. He was like, okay, yeah, man, you legit. But at the same time, we just need a stroke of favor to land in the Dallas Cowboys way. And how that happened, you know, just like Kansas City Chiefs with Tyreek Hill. We need a Tyreek Hill to fall our way. You know, we need somebody like that can be explosive, fast, can get upfield, be a threat, and have everybody on their heels when they out there, when they see him out there on the field. From an offensive standpoint, Law, give us your top 3 rounds on the Dallas draft. I did that before, saying, and here's what I got, saying man, 213. Could have been 214, right? You know, just thinking, you know, 213. You know, let me know why you put 213 there. But neither here nor there. Sandman, it's a coin flip between Will Hernandez and Vita Vea, right? I'm thinking that Derwin James is gone. Derwin James is my all in all for the first round. And then you move around with the 2nd round draft pick. It's gonna be, you know, a Courtland Sutton. You know, that's just how the Cowboys are rolling. They brought this guy in for several times. Seems like 1,000 times out there, right? And then he from SMU. locally, you know, how get Dallas kind of fall on the local kids or what have you. And then with the 3rd round draft pick, I'm really believing that what the Dallas Cowboys, don't believe whatever everybody else saying, but I'm thinking this right here from my thoughts, just my opinion, my thoughts out there, is what I'm thinking that they're going to do with that 3rd round draft pick. They're going to trade straight up with Seattle Seahawks. They're going to say, let me take the $10 million off your plate. Let us eat that $10 million. I know he's 29, but we're going to extend his contract, and we're going to have him for the next 3 to 4 years. And 4 years probably be stretching it. But what he's going to do is he's going to elevate everybody on that defense. He's going to put everybody in place. He's going to be like the Peyton Manning of the defense out there for us, playing this defensive side of the ball, okay? So what I'm going to do is with the 4th pick is that then they're going to go out there and get that guy with the one hand. They're going to get Shaquan Griffin. He's going to be an explosive guy. When you're thinking about playing Sam, we need somebody, because we got to understand too as well, number 51 is no longer here. Wilbur, I think that's his name. He was a good special team piece. He might not have been everywhere on the field, but he played solid on the special teams, right? So Griffin is going to be a special team extra element out there for us on this defense and also special team. We need somebody like that, a scrappy, a gunner, a guy that can fly out there and just put his body down on the line. We need that guy, okay? So you're looking at that aspect of it. So that's my 1st round all the way to the 4th. And I think that Cowboy Nation will be pretty happy from there. And maybe a 5th round you get a Kiki, or maybe a Gallup Falls, you know, or maybe, because I think they're going to walk out of here with 2 wide receivers. I think so. It's going to be a battle to the end. I think they're going to go out and grab multiple linebackers too as well. And they're going to have maybe, and I mean maybe, they're going to draft a quarterback late in the rounds, you know. I think that the guy was telling me a Mike White, you know, I think that's his name. They're going to pretty much take a look at that. And that's from my guy, Vaj Lombardi. You know, if you don't know who Vaj Lombardi is, go check out his page. I think his link should be down below, posted somewhere. But check out his page. He can get more in depth with the actual draft beyond 5th and 6th rounds. You know, I'm limited knowledge of this stuff, right? Because I don't have time. You guys saw that I did Hayden Hurst film. I like Dallas Goddard, how you say this man's name. Galetsky, the other guy, I like his skill set too as well. And then honorable mention, I like Isaiah Wynn. I like those guys. I have say primetime, I have yet to look at Puna Ford, you know. I just didn't have the time, man. Time is my enemy. Mike White is cool. Okay, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, you know. Top 2 linebackers, you will see looking at the top 2 linebackers in this draft. We already know Tremaine Edwards and Roquan Smith, and then you probably look at the Rashawn Evans guy, and then you probably look at some more linebackers. But this Lathan Vander Esch, oh my God, I'm tired of these people talking about him. And then it might be a case or scenario where we go out with him. You know, Cooper Rush looks solid in the preseason, but I don't think, hey, Eddie Lee, they're gonna need another camp arm. You just can't go out there and say, okay, I'm gonna have Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush. And Cooper Rush is the fan favorite to most out there too as well, for obvious reasons, because they think that Dak Prescott can't pass the ball down the field. Keep in mind that Dak Prescott had one hell of a preseason game too as well, and everybody thought that, hey, Dak Prescott is everything too as well. So just pump the brakes. Let's just see what Cooper Rush can do this season, as far as preseason, and then see if he can come into the pension just in case if Dak Prescott struggles or fall or get injured, what have you. But the wise thing, the best move would be at this point is to still get another camp arm, camp body. I don't think that I don't know who's veteran receiver quarterbacks out there now that we can take a look at. Well, I'm talking about a real good look at. I don't know, because these veterans gonna want money, and that's where we don't really want to spend big money on a 3rd round, or not 3rd round, but a 3rd depth chart quarterback. I don't see that, you know. Chark, yeah, DJ Chark gonna be out there, you know. Maybe he can squeeze and fall to the 4th round, but speed kills, and all of this is how it goes. Coaches look at it from this aspect, and scouts do too as well. They're going to try to sweep up all the fast guys first. All the guys that have the measurables, the length in the arm, and they say, okay, we can teach them technique. We can teach them how to run a route and things like that. We can sign them, place them with a route guru, or our own guys can help develop those type of skill sets. So all the speed guys going to go out first, right? Now those sound small school guys that knows how to run in and out in his breaks and just crisp at the point of his route, those are guys that they're going to look at and say, okay, we're going to try to stash those guys on our 53, you know, or put them in our practice squad. We're not going to showcase those guys so much because there's always that missing element, right? It's always that missing intangible that you pretty much just don't see in a wide receiver. You just never know who's going to be the next Anthony Brown. You never know who's going to be the next who was drafted later. Terrell Owens, who was a 3rd round draft pick, or I don't know what round Brandon Marshall went, but you just never know in that fashion. You know, we want Manziel. Manziel is just too much clicks, you know, for the wrong reasons, you know. What's up, Law? What's good, brother? Casey, shout out to you too as well. What rookies from last year make a huge impact next season? Hey, I tell you what, who will make a big impact this season, and he's not a rookie from last year. That would be Anthony Brown. I think that he have his mindset together, and I think that he will play extremely better than what he played last year. I think that he just got too much lost in the sauce last year, and I think that he's going to step and elevate his game up a little bit better, you know. Look for also Marquez White. I think that he had a basketball body last year. He was still trying to develop, although he was on our practice squad. Don't sleep on Marquez White. I think that with Chris Richards, I think that he's going to be able to use those long rangey arms that Marquez White got. I think he wore number 39 last year. He was on the practice squad. I don't know what number he got now, but look out for him. And also look out for, his name is at the tip of my tongue. I think his last name is Thomas. You guys help me out. I think that he's going to be able to, I think he suffered a major injury. He's going to step it up. Don't sleep on the guys that's on the back end of this roster, especially when you're introducing that better coach that is out there that can coach the secondary. No, you know, not trying to hate on the last secondary coach, but this is a better coach. Come on now, he crafted the Legion of Boom, you know, and rightfully so. We should be high thoughts on those guys. All right, so we need Calvin Ridley. Yeah, tiny legs. We need tiny legs, man. That's from Dalen Walker. We need Calvin Ridley. Shout out to X Factor. Go out and follow his page. Shout out to Vaj Lombardi. He's in the house. What it do, folks? That's what he's saying to everybody out there in the Mecca. Mando Lopez Moore. DJ Moore. I already know who you're talking about. Duke Thomas. Yeah, Duke Thomas. Don't sleep on Duke, man. Duke was playing pretty hell of a good game. It's just that he got his parts all snapped up. But don't sleep on him. Hey, Vaj Lombardi said the Doski Woski. And I already know he's going to say the Peasky Weesky. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Hey, who else we got? Steve Mack. Finally, somebody mentioned Marquez White. No one talks about him. He should get some legit preseason this time around. Yes, he should be, man. You know, that's all about expectation. Like I said, he had that basketball frame, basketball body. This year, he was like last year, pretty much was his full year recommitting back to football. And think about how much talent that takes playing basketball and then switching over there to the NFL. That's a lot. It's two different makeups of body. But with basketball, what is about basketball that everybody like with basketball player? One thing that when somebody can say with basketball players, you got to have what? Balance. You got to have lateral movement. So your plyometrics is going to be pretty well. You're going to be able to just be in the face. He have long, rangy arms. So watch this. It's going to be nice seeing this kid step it up this year. And he got an aggressive tone. Now he's grabby. He will grab the hell out of you. You know what I mean? But it's just his style. That's his technique. And maybe Chris is going to show him how to get out of that, you know, and just use more strength, upper body strength. That's what I want to see. I want to really see Chris work on his upper body strengths on far as I'm talking about Marquez. I want Marquez upper body to be a little bit stronger. I want his body to be looking like, and this is not no homo stuff, I want his body to look more like a Byron Jones. You know what I mean? Because he had that basketball Kevin Durant frame going on, which wasn't cool. You know what I mean? Does Rico gather see more PT and less struggle bars? You know. The thing is with Rico, I hope he recommit. You know, I hope he get his mind together. Hernandez, James, Evans. I'm going home. I'm going home. Oh man, I think you're saying like Hernandez or James or Evans. This Vach saying that if he get either one of those three guys in the first round, it's gonna be nice, right? Courtland Sutton will be peed off, not first round draft pick. I agree with you, Christian. I'd be pissed off too as well. Win is okay too as well. Just short, tiny arms, right? Hey, it is what it is. Hey, you guys are rocking with Law Nation late at night. I know I'm probably looking choppy down at the bottom end of the screen because it is this piss poor internet that I have out here. Unfortunately, I missed the cable internet, but it is what it is. So that's all the time I have for today. I really thank you guys for yours. Just gonna do a quick shout out to everybody that's in the chat box. I thank y'all. Thank you guys for the let me see who all. See if I can go here. Shout out to Star Depot for making a donation earlier today and earlier this night too as well. So late, yeah, Carlos, that's what it is. But shout out to Carlos, shout out to Ruben, Tyrone, Church, Chris, JVZ, Say Prime Time, Young, C Money in the house too as well. And like I said, always shout out to Vach Lombardi. Go follow his page too as well. Crawford need to play with the Green Bay or Cleveland. Maybe we get something from Crawford before he go. Tony and Nick, shout out to you too as well. Sandaman 213, shout out to you as well. Savage Time, peace. Ty Jefferson, peace. And also, Mama, I love you. Hey, it's one of those things. We ready for the draft, baby. Let's get it going. Let's get it going, y'all. Listening to nothing but the best.